Dear Songyun, from the first light of dawn, when dew still kisses petals, I wake thinking of you. The sun rising golden across the sky seems pale compared to the warmth your presence brings to my heart. I remember how you smiled once beneath a willow tree by the lake, your hair dancing with the wind, your laughter echoing like a melody that lingers long after the notes fade. I remember your eyes glistening soft and honest, like pools of moonlight drawing me closer, though I yearned only to see you in peace and joy. I write this letter not merely with words, but with fragments of moments collected like rare pearls strung upon the thread of my longing, because every beat of my chest is proof that I am forever yours. I walk the pavement at night under lamps that glow gentle amber, the air crisp with promise, the sky a tapestry of stars, each one a witness to my vow. I reach toward horizons, hoping to trace your silhouette upon every horizon. You are the first breath of spring after long winter nights. I taste hope when I whisper your name. I see you in the quiet spaces between heartbeats, in the blush of twilight. I feel you in the hush of early mornings when the world sleeps and only our dreams remain awake. Song in your voice is a symphony I carry within me, its echo humming through corridors of my mind. I recall a scene when moonlight dripped silver upon the river, the surface rippling gently. You stood at the bank, your reflection trembling and beautiful. I sat a few steps behind you, overwhelmed by something too deep, too vast to name. In that moment I saw forever. I saw a horizon we walked toward, hand in hand, our steps in rhythm with eternity, our breaths entwined like vines climbing toward the sky. I remember mornings when dew clung to petals of wildflowers in the meadow you walked through, and petals bending under your feet, releasing fragrance that lingered long after you passed. I chased that scent through fields, through forests, through every place that held memory of you. At dusk, I see your silhouette carved against the golden sky, waves lapping at sand like soft sighs. You wander beside the shore, your footprints mingling with mine. Though I may lag behind, I follow the echo of your presence, drawn toward you. Each night I dream of you lying beside me under a quilt stitched with moonlight, your hair cascading like silk across pillows. I brush your cheek with fingertips trembling with reverence. I study every curve of your face, as if I could learn maps of constellations there. I imagine waking to your breath gentle upon my skin, your arms around me, anchoring me to now, to beauty. I open my eyes to find only dim light, but the hope that you are somewhere breathing beneath the same sky warms me. Forever mine means in every sunrise I find you, in every sunset I sigh for you, in every rustle of leaves I remember your laughter, in every bird's song I taste the melody of your name. There was a thunderstorm once, ancient clouds gathering, low rain pelting the ground in torrents, yet inside a small room lit by candlelight, I held your hand pressed to my breast, the tremor of thunder matched with the pounding of my heart. Outside the window, lightning carved wild tracings across sky. We sat silent, listening to the orchestra of nature, while I promised I would guard you even in storms. I whispered words soft and solemn that none might hear except us, and the wind. I pledged to protect the gentleness in your soul, to shield your dreams from shadows, to cherish the brightness in your eyes more precious than morning itself. Songyun, I know love is not always sunlight. Sometimes shadows stretch long across hopeful days, yet I would walk through valleys, I would cross deserts, I would climb mountains just to stand beside you and ensure your path is gentle, your burdens light. I want to build a world where when you weary you find rest in my arms, where when sorrow weighs upon your heart, I become the breeze that lifts it away, where every tear you might conceal, I become the hand to cradle it until it fades. I have carried our shared laughter like treasures in my pocket. I have memorized the way your eyes sparkle. When you speak of dreams, I have learned the sound of your footsteps in forests and in city streets. I yearn to be present in all your ordinary moments, to be the steady heartbeat you can lean upon. They say time changes things, seasons shift landscapes, yet my affection remains constant, unwavering, like the ancient stones beneath our feet, stepping stones on a road that leads soul to soul. I promise to create memories still unwritten, to write our story upon pages scented with jasmine nights and morning dew. I promise ripples of tenderness that grow into waves of devotion, under moonlight, under sunlight, under starlit skies. In silent hours, I compose letters never sent, painted with longing, mapped by moonbeams and shadows. I trace the shape of your smile in my mind, sculpt each laugh in clay of memory. I build dioramas of moments we have yet to share. I think of dancing in a courtyard surrounded by lanterns, your gown flowing like water, your eyes burning gentle and fierce. I reach to draw you into that dance under string of twinkling lights, the world fading away until only your heartbeat meeting mine guides each step. I imagine wandering through streets alive with lantern glow and ancient echoes, you beside me, our shadows tall as dreams, you smiling and I holding your hand so time forgets to march onward. When winter comes, the wind cold and sharp, I'll draw you close. I'll offer warmth of more than skin. I'll offer refuge in lips and laughter, in soft lullabies. I'll be your hearth, your song, your sanctuary. When spring returns, blossoms unfurl. I want to walk among cherry petals falling like whispers. I want to catch one in my palm, press it to my lips, think of you. I want petals drifting around us as we stand beneath pink canopy, your hair dappled by petals. I lift one drifting you finger and place it behind your ear, soft as a breeze. If autumn paints trees with gold and rust, I will lie beside you in a meadow of fallen leaves. We will watch sunset, turn earth to flame. I will hold your gaze until stars kindle their own luminescence. Whenever you feel lost, I will be your compass. Whenever shadows overtake your days, I will be the dawn. I write this not to ask anything of you except that you remember I exist in the same boundless sky, that you breathe the same air. I love you not with acquisition, but with offering, not with demand, but with humility. I love you in every silent prayer, in every joyous laugh, in every thought of tomorrow. I carry your essence with me as I carry the scent of rain on dry earth, as I carry the memory of moonlight across water, your spirit woven in threads of my being. Forever mine is not a claim, it's a vow, it is promise whispered under stars, it is silent in daylight, yet roaring in my heart, it is faith, when everything else wavers. I long for the day I wake to your face in dawn's light, the soft curve of your lips, the tilt of your gaze, the way your hair catches candle flame. I long to trace that line from forehead to chin with fingertips tender and sure. Until that moment, I will hold our love in invisible hands, crafting dreams night by night, painting tomorrow in hues of trust, of warmth, of passion held steady. Songyun, please know in all worlds and all times in this life and beyond, I choose you, I choose your laughter, I choose your voice, I choose your tears, and 1,000 smiles for every sorrow. Tonight, I release this letter to the wind, hoping its echoes find you, hoping it carries a part of my heart, hoping it reminds you that someone across miles under stars loves you with a fierceness gentle enough to soothe and strong enough to endure. Forever and always I am yours.
Su Kai.
When morning unfurls its first petals across the sky, I see you there in the hush before sunrise, a silhouette painted in soft pastel light, the horizon trembling at your name. I feel the world hold its breath just so I might speak of you. In that hour I wander through dew-kissed grass, each blade shimmering like a million tiny stars beneath my feet. I walk toward the willow by the lake, where we stood once, you leaning against its trunk, your hair brushing the bark, its leaves whispering secrets of us. I inhale the scent of damp earth and blossoms, and in every rustle of leaves, I hear your laughter. The lake is still save for a ripple where a fish breaks the surface, and the light catches it briefly like a dropped gem. I see your reflection, water and light merging, and in that moment I yearn to touch your face, to trace, with trembling fingers, the curve of your cheek. I want to hold that image in my palms, lest dawn steals it away. You turn toward me, then your eyes catching the morning glow, golden soft, so I could see every freckle, every line where eyelashes cast shadows, your smile gentle and wide like promise. I knelt beside you there by water's edge. I offered you a single wildflower picked from the bank, petals pale against my palm. I offered it to you with heart raw in its honesty. You took it smiling, breathless, and I felt warmth flood every corner of me. Songyun, your hair fell over your shoulder, sunlit strands drifting in breeze. You breathed gentle and slow, your eyes alight as you gazed far into the sky, where clouds blushed, their edges rose and gold. You whispered something, soft words carried away by wind. I leaned forward, hoping to catch them. They were melody unmarred. I heard only hope. I remember how the world seemed to pause as you extended your hand, almost as though you meant to pull the sunrise closer. You touched water with fingertips, the surface embracing your skin in ripples. I watched those ripples spread outward as though every trace of you causes something rare to bloom in quiet places. There was a moment when light broke free from horizon and spilled across the lake, silvery gold dancing upon water. You lifted your face skyward, eyes closed, letting warmth kiss your skin, your breath gentle, rising like song. And I thought the sun had been waiting all its life just to touch you. I knelt lower. I offered nothing more than silence and presence for you, breathing beside me, light dancing upon your skin, petals drifting in air, scent of wildflowers heavy and soft. The world turned in slow motion for us. In that scene, your laughter came like wind chimes shaken by a tender breeze, soft notes ringing against heartstrings. I smiled though you did not look at me, and in your joy I found purpose, I found home. When mist rose from the lake, it curled about your ankles, you stepping lightly among shimmering fog, as though walking between dreams. I reached out, but mist clung to you, keeping you just beyond. But every time distance threatened, I felt the pull of your warmth bridging space. After you walked away toward morning's edge, I lingered where you had been, the air still singing of your footsteps. I pressed my palm to grass soft and damp, imagining the echo of your skin upon mine. I closed my eyes, trying to conjure memory of your scent, the faint sweetness of petals, the quiet strength of your presence. Light climbed the sky, painting clouds in ribbons of rose and lavender. I stood in that glow, wishing it held your shape, wishing dawn could hold you close forever. I let my thoughts drift to you, imagining your laughter carried on breeze in marketplace at midday, or in shadows of trees when day grows hushed. I see your silhouette passing through orchard blossoms, your dress brushing petals, your voice humming something shy and hopeful. Songyun, you are sunrise itself, gentle fire across skies unclaimed. You are beginnings when hope seems lost. You are every soft promise hidden in dawn's first blush. I saw once as light crept between leaves the way you lingered beneath an ancient oak trunk, gnarled and wise. I watched rays lace through branches upon your face, flickering shadows dancing across skin. You reached up to touch moss on bark, fingered gentle tracing lines in which you smiled, as though tree held secrets you alone could hear. I stood back unseen, wishing to be root and earth, wishing to be part of scenery that embraced you without question. There was scent of honeysuckle that day, wind playful carrying sweetness. I closed my eyes, inhaled deeply until my chest ached with longing for you to stand beside me, breathe honeyed air, your fingers twined in mine, skin warmed by sunlight, together stepping through meadow flowers, each bloom lifting toward light as though alive with desire to greet you. Songyun, if dawn had a voice it would be your whisper, your laughter carried across rooftops at earliest hour, soft as silk your name, the song the sky repeats into waking hours, into life itself. When mist lifts I follow footsteps you have left along riverbank, stone smooth from years of flowing water, moss green and moist, your footprints imprint in mud near water's lip. I kneel beside stone, reach out to touch faint trace of your heel. I press ear to stone as though I might hear echo of your heartbeat through earth. You wandered onward into woods where light filters through canopy, leaves dapple the path, your dress soft among ferns, your hair brushed by branches. You paused to examine a beetle resting on leaf, its shell glimmering in sunlight. I watch your hand lift slowly, fingers hovering that close. You touch leaf gentle, and I think you coax magic from the common. I follow you deeper into wood, the air cool, soft shafts of light falling across forest floor, moss cushions underfoot, brook babbles, somewhere your voice humming soft and low. I pause behind oak trunk, duck under low branch. I see you bent over flower, white petals, so fragile, sunlight keels over it. I breathe. Wanna set that moment into eternity. Songyun, when you stand atop hill at dawn, wind whipping cloak of hair around you, skyline painted coral and gold. I want to be there beside you. Let sunrise wash over us together, letting new day be witness to our promise. Every dawn you paint upon my soul a new masterpiece. Every step you take in light becomes art. I just want to stand inside the canvas of your days, to press my heartbeat into every scene, to be the echo in your laughter, the whisper in your dreams. So I write again in dawn's fragile glow, because it captures a truth irreversible. I love you beyond what daylight can offer, beyond what stars can whisper in endless nights. Forever mine is seeing you at dawn, and knowing even the world that sleeps believes in your arrival. Yours always, Su Kai.